Hello, welcome back to underKG Show. Today we got Dell Venue 7. So this is one of the Dell Venue series that is of Dell Venue 7, 8, and 8 Pro. 7 and 8 are Android tablets, and the 8 Pro is a Windows tablet with the full Windows 8.1 installed. The common things between the Venue series is that they got 8-ton processor built in. We'll get into that later. To start with, on the front is a VGA camera. That means 0.3 megapixels. And 7-inch of an HD display resolution, HD resolution display. That's 1280 by 800 IPS display. On the top is a power key with the 3.5 millimeters headphone jack. On the right is nothing but a micro SD card slot over there. It's kind of a big for a micro SD card itself. Seems like it's going to be a slot containing the SIM card slot for the LTE version coming soon, earlier next year. There's a micro USB port over there with the volume rocker. Micro USB port is flipped upside down, so be aware of that. And the speaker is right there. It's not exactly the best speaker in the market. And a 3 megapixel camera. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't have the autofocus. It's fixed focus, so don't expect much on that. It's the Dell logo over there with the Intel Inside logo and the series of other certification logos there. Enough with the outfit. It's got a soft touch back, and it feels quite nice to be to hold on the hand. It feels pretty good. And turning on the screen isn't exactly the best. I wasn't expecting like a crisp, awesome display or anything, but its viewing angle isn't good. It's actually pretty bad, and the screen itself is not crisp. It's not vivid. It's nowhere near good. It's just about enough to be sufficient for the everyday use. And the characters there aren't exactly crisp, so God, get the focus. So beware of that. And compared to other devices with the same resolution, even this is a Dell Venue 8 Pro, and it's got the same resolution. And this guy's got a brighter and a more vivid screen. So just so that you know. Overall, well, the interface itself is nothing special. It has almost the stock Android. I can barely find any differences between the stock Android and if there is any that Dell has modified, if there is any. So it's just like a stock Android. It's got a 4.2.2. It's an Android Jelly Bean. And less modification is better in my perspective, so that's one of the good things about Venue 7. That being said, most of the interface has nothing to exactly boost their functions. And what most of you will wonder is, how does 8-ton do on a tablet? It's got an 8-ton. It's a dual-core processor. It shows 4 cores, but they're logical cores. There are only 2 physical cores built inside, so don't be fooled by that. It's got a 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes storage, so it's kind of an average nowadays on an Android tablet market. How well does it perform? On a benchmark side, it performs somewhere in the middle between Galaxy S3 and the Google Nexus 4. So that's pretty much enough, considering that the resolution isn't that high anyway. In real life, it performs pretty good. 8-ton is definitely is a powerful processor, so it runs pretty snappy on most of the functions that you want to perform on your tablet. So no worries on that. And about the compatibility, since this is an x86 based processor, you might wonder if all the apps are running fine. Since Android is actually based on it's a virtual, what is that? And it's a virtually kind of operated kind of system, so it doesn't really have that much of compatibility issues. The apps that did have with the 8-ton processor compatibility issues are mostly solved, since there are numbers of 8-ton equipped devices. So that is not one of the worries that you should have. And the speaker over there isn't exactly good, as I mentioned. Let's play a song to see. It's just about the average to listen to a song with your friend. It's nothing spectacular or anything. And the camera that we have mentioned, it doesn't have autofocus. That's actually quite a surprise, because most of the devices nowadays have them. It's fixed focus, so don't expect to take a photo of your textbook or anything. It's just a camera there. Just take a photo when you get in a car crash. So it's kind of an evidence kind of a camera. That's pretty much it. There's nothing special about it. The most special part of Dell Venue 7 is actually its price. Sold at $149.99. It's actually one of the cheapest Android tablets that can be found on the market. And well, for that price range, it actually performs pretty well. It performs pretty well, and there's one thing that really bugs me is that it's okay. I know it's not exactly a very easy to convince kind of a theory, but it doesn't have that thing that's gonna bring you this, dang, I gotta get this kind of feeling. It's too generic, so to say. It doesn't have crisp screen. It doesn't have any awesome feature. It's just an everyday tablet for a very reasonable and cheap price. So if you're aiming for that, this is actually perfect for you. If you're expecting nothing fancy, nothing special, this is the one for you. But if you're looking at somewhat of a convincing kind of feature or a characteristic, this may not be one for you. But if you're looking for an everyday tablet and you're not expecting too much on a tablet, this is a well-performing tablet for a reasonable price in the market. So that was Dell Venue 7. Since it doesn't have anything special, really, it doesn't have anything special. Price is the most special part, and I'll give it that. It's got a good, nice price. So other than that, this is a good tablet, and there's a subscribe button over there, and we'll see you guys next time in the further reviews. Thank you always for watching. Bye.